Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. EK, any thoughts?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He comes in among the National League leaders in batting average, so he's been handling a hot bat all year, and it'll be fun to watch him do his thing in this one.
Mike Montgomery, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he won his 9th game of the season.
Christopher Jones steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First offering on its way. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man.
Settling in now, Chris Bryant. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
On the ground to second base, this could be 2. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And he is in there.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there.
Christopher Jones is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Coughlin is after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Christopher Jones will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Christopher Jones.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. No runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors thus far for the Braves in the ballgame. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
And here's where throwing pitch outs can backfire on you. Not only did they guess wrong on the previous pitch, but it also made the count 2-0. Arguably the best count a hitter can have. So he sits on one location.
Freddie Freeman will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Matt Kemp will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit still hasn't shown up yet. And like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
Here's the 0-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Boy, you got
Adonis Garcia will dig in here with the bases loaded now, and their best opportunity yet to get on the board.
And they've had a few chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away from them.
Scorched to third. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short as that's out number 3. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Addison Russell. He drew a walk his first time up. Pitch popped up. Freeman is there for it. And that's the third out. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Christopher Jones comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the eighth.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the eighth, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
Three and 0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
Ruled a strike on the outside corner. 3-1. Now a swing, but not much behind it as this is lifted into shallow center. In there, a base hit.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors, because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Freddie Freeman stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Runners off for second. This one's flared out toward left. There to take it in is Coughlin, and there's your first out. On to first, and they get the double play.
Well, that's a tough spot to be in as a base runner. He's on the move, he gets a good jump, but he doesn't seem to pick up the baseball when the ball's hit. And as a result, he can't put on the brakes fast enough and get back to first.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered more than once with runners in scoring position. Finished with 5 RBIs, and that was more than enough to lead his guys to victory.
So that'll just... We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. He's one of the tougher outs around, and he's among the on-base percentage leaders in the National League. He brings a very...
Christopher Jones steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They've put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Ready with the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. A pause and the 0-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Liner towards second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Stay!
Batting third. First baseman number 5.
He fouled off 4 straight 0-2 pitches before he finally found a pitch he could do something with. That is as good an at-bat as you're going to see.
Freddie Freeman will stand in as he'll enter play 4th in the National League batting race.
Well, right now, he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Fly ball out to right field. Soler on the move, but he doesn't have a chance. It's over his head. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner from second is in to score. And he is in there.
Yeah, he gave it all he had out there in the outfield. Watch as he tries to close on this thing. He leaps as high as he can, but
Adonis Garcia will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. The tag gets one, throw to the plate, but one's all they get as the run scores. Christopher Jones strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around.
Well, everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage. Let's train our show motion camera on that runner at first base. Here, he might have had a shot to get around to third, but you see him have to hold up to make sure.
Freddie Freeman stands in after hitting an RBI double his first time around.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty,
Adonis Garcia gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. The 1-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. There's Baez. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short as that's out number 3. 2 left for Atlanta as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Jason Hayward will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a hit.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cages, taking some of the movement out of.
Christopher Jones is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Zobrist onto the grass. 1 out.
First baseman number 5.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that's a few inches above the thumbs. He'll be feeling that one all night long.
Christopher Jones makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Christopher Jones.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Line drive to center field. Fowler is there, and he has it for the first out.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down.
Ben Zobrist will come forward now with a great RBI chance here with runners at the corners.
And these opportunities have been few and far between so far. They've got to make something happen soon, or this game might just get away from them.
Oh, what a play. The throw. Out. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Acrobatics that time to the bag to get this double play started. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Kyle Schwarber. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out.
Well, with 1 out already, I think the one thing you can't do is try to force one into second and possibly get nobody out there. So that's a wise move on a slow grounder like this to just take the sure out at first base and move along.
Christopher Jones comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Christopher Jones.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
He pops him up toward the left side of the infield, and he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. Good performance thus far by the visiting Braves. They lead this one in the 8th as you get a look at our line score thus far. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one. It's a Fish Fry Friday in the parking lot, and we'll have baseball from Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Atlanta Braves and the Milwaukee Brewers. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He comes in among the National League leaders in batting average, so he's been handling a hot bat all year, and it'll be fun to watch him do his thing in this one.
Zach Davies, a Washington-born right-hander, gets the starting assignment. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under...
Christopher Jones will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And EK, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
That last win gets them a step closer to the 500 mark. They can actually reach 500 if they can pull this one out.
Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in. Throw gets him. 2 down. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. How do they get back into the win column, Psycho? Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christopher Jones, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
And he'll start in with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Right side, hit hard. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 4-1 game.
Well, with 1 out and the infield back, he knows he can pick up the RBI with just a simple ground ball. But he winds up with more than that, as this is going to find a hole for an RBI single.
Freddie Freeman steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Runner goes for second, grounded to the right. Oh, and forget the double play. It's under his glove. And he is in there.
Well, I'm not sure if this was a planned hit and run or just a straight steal. If it was a hit and run, he got it all backwards here. As a left-handed hitter, he's got to know the opening is going to be to the shortstop side of the bag.
Settling in now, Adonis Garcia. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball left side. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 4-2 game. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Number 21 stands in. A pause and the 0-2. Hit hard on the ground. Here as he gets a glove on it. But they will not get it out on the play as he beats the throw to first, and there are 2 on to start the inning now.
The pitcher, Zach Davies.
Christopher Jones will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Braun, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Christopher Jones will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Christopher Jones.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
They continue to rack up the hits. So that puts runners on 1st and 2nd now. But, as we always say, it's what you do with all those base runners that's important. And so far, they haven't done a whole lot. Just take a look at our score.
Freddie Freeman gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between 2nd and 3rd now. And the Brewers were paced offensively tonight by this man, Ryan Braun. What a performance he turned in. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody.
Saturday night baseball here on the show as we welcome you to Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Atlanta Braves and the Milwaukee Brewers. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Christopher Jones will stand in now following that 7-pitch at-bat to begin the ballgame.
If he was smart, he would have gotten a pretty good look at all 7 of those pitches from that on-deck circle.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded by Jeanette. On to first, and there were 2 down. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Steve, how do they go about ending this losing streak they're in the midst of?
Well, I think they need clutch hits. They need the big hits with guys in scoring.
Garen Cecchini will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. This is hit to third. Is he going to get out of this? Oh, he spoke too soon. He beats it out at first. 1 run scores. Number 3 steps into the box. Oh, what a play. The throw. Got him.
Oh, what a play.
3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Scooter Jeanette stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Here's the pitch on 2-2. On the ground softly towards second. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on
Leading off the inning, Christopher Jones, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And reined in, one away.
And one thing this kid's going to find out is that everything speeds up at the major league level. And those pitches that you were on top of in AAA, they have a tendency to get on top of you much quicker now. You got to learn to adjust.
So striding in, number 33, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Jones.
Hard hit ball to second. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Well, this is just what it takes to be a good number 2 hitter. He just finds a way to get a ground ball.
Christopher Jones stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And the runner back. He's set. Here it comes. Lifted the other way to left center. Carney sprinting after it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. In to score is the runner from first. Now a 5-3 game. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that, the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. 7th inning stretch time upcoming here in Wisconsin. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Christopher Jones, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive, and give the next guy a chance as well.
Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Now you see the...
Freddie Freeman will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
He got him, and it'll probably take it. Adonis Garcia makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
It's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. 1 run is scored, and the runner from second is in to score. And they will tag him out at the plate, and that'll keep our ball game tied up as the inning is over. So not a... Domingo Santana steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up. Payoff pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. Jones. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. This remains a 7-all tie. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon.
MLB The Show has baseball now on a Sunday afternoon at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Atlanta Braves and the Milwaukee Brewers. 2 of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Steve, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Well, I think just putting this guy into the stretch early and often. Look to get the leadoff hitter on base to give themselves the best opportunity to score runs throughout the game.
Number 41, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matt, he's looking to knock down that ERA. You see there, he's into the 4s, looking to have a little better start than what he's been accustomed to.
Christopher Jones will get his first shot down, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. Into the windup and the pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Eric Karros, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
And that includes winning the first 2 in this series, so they've had it going lately. They'll look to put a capper on the weekend with a sweep here.
And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Number 3 will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready with the payoff pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. On to Freeman, a double play. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, Matt, I think you got to keep an eye on the Hebrew Hammer, Ryan Braun.
Christopher Jones stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Jones.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Carney on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this is one of the better defenses.
Number 3 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set, and the payoff pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. He's right there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Christopher Jones will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. First pitch swinging as this one's hit on the ground to second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
First baseman number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Christopher Jones stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. No play as the run comes in to score, and we're all hoping he's going to be okay on the mound.
Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock a ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush.
Freddie Freeman will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Two and two count. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded. Adonis Garcia will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
0-1 count and the pitch. And now a swing and a ball hit in the air out to left field. Braun has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner on to first, and they get the double play. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Garen Cecchini stands in. He got under 1 and popped out his last time up. He's set. Here's the 3-2 out in front as he rolls over it to second. Oh, and he just fans on it out there at second as it gets right by him.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Striding into the box, Christopher Jones. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Hit to first. To his left, Humphries. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. Still all square at 4 apiece. Christopher Jones digs in, and he'll try to improve on a 1-for-5 effort thus far.
Yeah, and you know, guys, the difference between a 2-for-6 and a 1-for-6 is a big deal. So let's see what he can do here.
Hard hit towards center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure they were going to send him on that ball. This was hit awfully hard, but they decided to roll the dice and take a chance to score him, and it's going to wind up paying off.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.
So that'll just about do it for Eric Harris. From downtown Atlanta, we welcome you to baseball from Turner Field. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Atlanta Braves. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. And he hasn't been missing much lately, hitting 3 home runs over the last 10 ball games. Not an eye-popping statistic, but still a good indication that he's been in a groove at the plate.
Number 36 is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. What's your take on him, EK? Christopher Jones gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak.
Jones.
Zimmerman looks in. First pitch on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Eric, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
And the even better news for them is that they've got their ace going here tonight. So you have to figure that all signs are pointing toward another victory here.
Throw gets him, 2 down. Now a chance here in Atlanta to take a look at the Braves starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. His on-base percentage over the last 10 games is
Christopher Jones stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Jones.
Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2. Zimmerman steps into the windup. Here it is on 0-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
At the plate, Freddie Freeman. He flew out in his last at-bat. 1-2, here it comes. Runners on the move for second. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. Tigers lead this one 1-0. Christopher Jones will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Zimmerman gets the sign. First pitch on the way. In there at the knees, strike 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Hard hit ball to second. Taken in by Kinsler. Throw on to first. 2 gone. So the shutout still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA.
Well, Matt, they're near the top of the league in that category, as you can see right here. So the staff has been doing their job all season long, keeping them in just about every ball.
Stepping in, Miguel Cabrera. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. A pause and the 0-2. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Oh, and he has. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second.
Well, I think the key to this play is that he never panicked after he bobbled.
Nick Castellanos steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
On to Freeman, and they turn the double play to end the inning. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Christopher Jones will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
This is skied into short left center. Calling for it, Upton. And that's the first out of the inning.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching. And we're going to see a pinch hitter here with runners at first and second and still nobody out. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Second baseman, Christopher.
This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
7 straight games with a base hit now, and that's a solid week or so of swinging the bat with some authority.
Number 18 will come on now and pinch run here. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our Topps Player of the Game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. Gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 out.
A good look there at the southern skies and Turner Field in Atlanta. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Atlanta Braves. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, I think the focus has to be on Cameron Maybin. He's been working on a 5-game hit streak, and I expect him to be aggressive at the plate as he looks to extend it to 6.
Christopher Jones will stand in for the first time, and he's seen that average climb during his current 7-game hitting streak. Ryu steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. In the air out toward right field. Martinez is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up. Justin Upton will dig in now. 1 home run shy of 20 for the season so far. Hit out towards second. To second for 1. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. At the plate, Hyunjin Ryu, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Christopher Jones, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Ryu comes set, coming at him with the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Maben is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Christopher Jones will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
On his way to pitch number 75. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will be handled by Kinsler for route number 1. Nick Castellanos will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout. Christopher Jones stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And a dive, but he's back in there. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move right there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
Back to him, and that's off his leg. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound.
Gotta hope he's okay on the mound.
Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunity.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3 and oh, what a dive. He's up with it. The throw. There's one.
Oh, what a great...
And guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, a lot of positives to take from this outing, no doubt. You see the numbers there?
A nice shot there of the nighttime skies over Turner Field in Atlanta. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the LA Dodgers and the Atlanta Braves. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's having a terrific year offensively. Really one of the best all-around hitters in baseball right now. And looking at the numbers, he enters today in the top.
Christopher Jones gets his first opportunity now, looking to extend that hitting streak, which stands at 8 games coming in. Wood's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. Eric, you look at your former employers, the Dodgers, as they enter play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And they come off a 9-game homestand as they get the road trip started here. Wasn't really the best of homestands, 5-4, so they're going to need to turn it up a notch because they've got a big stretch of games here coming up.
Well, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
Freddie Freeman will step forward now. Currently 3rd in the National League batting race to begin playing.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. He's running towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with 1 out.
High pop-up. Moss is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now a chance here in Atlanta to take a look at the Braves starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. He's been a really tough out.
Matt Kemp will get his first opportunity now. He drove in the other of the 2 runs in that game yesterday.
Well, his last game was a breath of fresh air because he's been stinking it up lately. Under 200 over his last 10 games.
Skied into straightaway right. Ethier will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Christopher Jones will dig in. He singled his first time around.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. Wood into the windup. Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Christopher Jones will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips.
Now batting, second baseman, Christopher Jones.
Wood sets. First pitch on the way. Slow roller back to the mound. Dozier barehands it.
He's in there.
Not in time.
Oh, man, that would have been awesome.
Outstanding effort, but he can't get the out. So there'll be a runner aboard with 1 gone.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound, and this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. He's been great.
Freddie Freeman will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And with 2 runs already home, that's a pretty smart time to run. You know he's going to be more focused on home plate than he will be on keeping a guy close. and so he stole that one on the pitcher.
Right side. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
These days in this game we talk so much about situational hitting. Hit behind.
Matt Kemp will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Grounded to short. Seager gloves it. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Christopher Jones ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Hit to short. He's got it. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
5 runs on 9 hits.
From downtown Atlanta, we welcome you to baseball from Turner Field. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the LA Dodgers and the Atlanta Braves. 2 of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Steve?
Well, they're going to have to hit some gappers out there because they are dead last in stolen bases. They can't run. If they're not going to rely on any speed, they really need to get it.
Corey Seager will dig in. Currently 5th in the National League in batting to begin play.
Well, for me, that's just really impressive for a guy his age. It's always exciting to see young players blossoming into stars right before your eyes.
And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Brandon Moss will take his first cuts here as we run the numbers to see his splits between July and August. Full count, here it comes. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infield. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Christopher Jones will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Into the windup and the pitch. Lifted into center field. Peterson has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well,
stepping in, Christopher Jones. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground to short. Seager is up with it. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
you know, usually I'm going to jump on the hitters when they fail to move runners over, but hey, look, that pitcher, he did a good job. I mean, he knows what they're trying to do, so he makes it as tough as possible to hit the ball to the right side.
Brandon Moss will get his third shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's really seeing the ball well.
One on to Freeman, and they get the double play. Christopher Jones will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Ranging back is Ethier, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. And that, folks, is his first home run in the big leagues. It's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. I remember mine. I hit it in my first at-bat in the 1992 season against the San Diego Padres. It's hard to describe exactly what you feel as you round the bases, but as you can imagine, it's pretty awesome. You know, hopefully he can get that ball back soon. So
Brian Dozier will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. 1-2, here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second. Takes it in. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in.
Christopher Jones will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
This one's down to third. Throw gets him, 2 down. Christopher Jones will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going.
Christopher Jones.
Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2, and the Braves now are down to their final strike.
Well, I just think you've got a guy here trying to do too much in this situation. Trying too hard to be a run producer. That's 2 pitches in a row here.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. And, guys, I think you might agree there's little doubt that the star of this afternoon's contest was this man, Andre Ethier. Picture perfect there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian, and as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. Christopher Jones is our man to watch as he enters this game riding a 10-game hitting streak. Steve, what do you think about his chances of extending it in this game?
Well, Matt, we all know that these streaks are always tough to keep going, especially when people start to catch on that they're actually happening. Plus, the pressure just keeps rising the longer they get. Now, this isn't really that long a streak by any means, so I doubt that he's feeling any pressure yet. I think he's just really having fun with it. But if he continues...
Just blocks from the Capitol building, we welcome you to Nationals Park. Tonight, it's the first of 4 between the Atlanta Braves and the Washington Nationals. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Christopher Jones will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Eric, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper.
Striding into the box, Greg Ruiz. He singled his last time up. Oh, what a dive. He's up with it. The throw.
Ow.
Throw to second is in time, and that's a fantastic play.
Oh, man, I'm going to get it.
Christopher Jones is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th. Strasburg gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. Murphy's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
We'll show you this delivery again.
Christopher Jones will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Ashe is in pursuit, and the inning is over. Trey Turner will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Scoops it up, and the throw to first is in time, but the damage... So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Christopher Jones, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Runner back safely. Runners on the move for second. A pitch out. The throw, and a good decision to pitch out that time as he is toast at second base. Here comes the 1-0. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Well, he just hasn't looked comfortable all night long.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2.
Well, that's the key to getting a hitter out. You've got to disrupt his timing, and they've had him out of whack all game long.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. The pitch. Drilled on the ground is short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our Topps Player of the Game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on.
Time for baseball now on the show, as you get a look there at Nationals Park here in Washington, D.C. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Atlanta Braves and the Washington Nationals. Christopher Jones will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. On the ground to the left side. Backhanded. And he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless. And he is in there.
You wonder if this is a ball that he probably should have just held on to. Instead, he tries to force it to first, and I think they're going to score this.
Freddie Freeman will step forward now. Currently third in the National League batting race to begin play.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4. Terry Joseph will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. On it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. A hit and an error in the inning, but they failed. Ryan Zimmerman will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Throw to first is in time for the first out. And with that, Ben Revere will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One. At the plate, Christopher Jones, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get him.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Now at the plate, Trey Turner. He drew a walk his first time up. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag. Ryan Zimmerman stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And this may get the runner to third as it's on the ground. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Now to the plate, Christopher Jones. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Now batting, second baseman, Christopher Jones.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Christopher Jones will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
0-1.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. got him. Digging in to try it again, Christopher Jones. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Up next for Atlanta, second baseman.
First delivery to him on the way. Looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1. To short. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. Afternoon baseball now from the banks of the Anacostia River and Nationals Park here in Washington. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Atlanta Braves and the Washington Nationals. It's Nationals baseball next on the show. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. In now, Christopher Jones, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now a snap throw to first. And a dive, but he's back in. He's running towards second. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, we've seen a couple really good swings here early on, and that's a good one there as this ball is going to plug the gap for 2 bases and give his guys the early one.
Freddie Freeman will step forward now. Currently 3rd in the National League batting race to begin play.
And he has a top 5 slugging percentage as well, so there's a lot of extra base hits to go along with that stellar average.
Popped high in the air, calling for it, Rendon. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, I think when they get guys on base, they have to be able to get them in. They're near the bottom of the league in slugging percentage. So
Matt Kemp will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Gonzalez comes set, 1-1 on its way. Lifted in the air out to right. Harper is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Braves will settle for just the 1. So stepping in, Daniel Murphy, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. A time now from our nation.
Well, this is not a team that hits a ton of home runs. They don't rely on the long ball to get it done. So they've got to get guys on, get them over, and then get them in.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper is there, and he'll bring this one in. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away. Cody Ashe gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed.
Leaps and makes a terrific catch, and with that, the side is retired. A ball ticketed for right center, but the ticket is revoked as he goes up to pull this one down. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon. Christopher Jones steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Jones.
Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
High and deep to right. Back goes Harper to the track. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Around second. He'll try for third. And he'll make it to third base. Almost a home run there, but he's got himself a triple instead.
Well, the right fielder does just about everything he can here. You'll see it. This is a great effort as he leaps to come up with this thing.
Freddie Freeman digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
And after that pitch was called.
2 gone now in the Atlanta half of the 5th. And coming up, the dangerous right fielder, Matt Kemp. Grounded to third. Rendon is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Bryce Harper will dig in 1-for-2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Now a changeup is bounced to second. Jones on to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Only 3 strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Christopher Jones ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ashe shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. A few bright spots in the lineup to choose from, but the brightest belong to Matt Kemp. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people. But
This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian, and as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Tops Player Spotlight. Christopher Jones is our man to watch, and he's been struggling a bit of late.
Yeah, he's now at a stage in his career where he's still trying to establish himself in the big leagues while continuing to develop his skills. And that can be a difficult balance sometimes. You're expected to perform well in order to stay in the major leagues, but you're also working on a lot of things to adjust to the caliber of play that you're seeing. Sometimes dealing with all of that can cause you to go through some downturns. Now, I think he's going to figure it out, but if he doesn't, I could see him getting some more time on the bench or maybe back even in the minor leagues.
All right, lineups in first pitch. It's time for baseball on a Friday night on the south side of Chicago. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Atlanta Braves and the Chicago White Sox. Interleague baseball next. And now here's the starting nine.
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
This is line to left. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets it.
Freddie Freeman will dig in now, knowing he'll need to turn it on here down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that batting title.
He's had a great season, third in the league in average, and there's a possibility of winning that batting title.
Full count, here it comes. Runners going, and that's lifted the other way out to left. Lozano comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. On to first, and they get the double play. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Now it's the White Sox turn, and Juan Lozano will stride in for the first time, hoping to finish strong here in the season's final month to remain in the discussion for Rookie of the Year honors. Sent on the ground out to second. Jones. And the throw goes right over the head of Freeman at first. Christopher Jones is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
Second baseman.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Jones.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You can tell here, in his mind, he's thinking, quick inning. He's not even trying to set guys up. He's coming right after him.
I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Into the box, Juan Lozano. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Christopher Jones will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips.
Jones.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Lozano going back on it, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Hey, it's not exactly Fenway Park out there in left field, but a ball off the wall is not a gimme double here either. So
Into the box now, Freddie Freeman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Number 12 has got it, and the side is retired. He's got a couple of hits. Christopher Jones will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Yeah, he probably won't have too big a dip in velocity the rest of the way. But the later this game goes, the more important it'll be to watch where his location is. That's probably the bigger concern.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
5 runs, 7 hits.
Afternoon baseball set to come your way on a fine afternoon on the south side of Chicago. Today it's the third and final game in this 3-game interleague series between the Atlanta Braves and the Chicago White Sox. It's White Sox baseball, and it comes your way next. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Steve, how did they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep? Christopher Jones will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Jones.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Eric, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Well, I don't know if it's an old saying or not, but if you can play .750 ball at home, .500 on the road, you'd win 100 games. Well, this has been an .800 homestand for them so far. They're 4-1. They'd love to keep that going here.
Hot shot on the ground is short, and a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by.
Batting third.
Freddie Freeman will dig in now, knowing he'll need to turn it on here down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that batting title. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit.
Matt Kemp will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
And a swing and a miss on a... Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Adonis Garcia. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change.
Terry Joseph will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, Matty just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really nice games mixed in there.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Christopher Jones will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Christopher Jones.
Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Tap fouled at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Jones is retired. 2 down now. Christopher Jones steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. On his way to pitch number 75. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Oh, and they've got him picked off. And he'll be tagged out at second base on a good, smart play there. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
Not a real good effort there.
Now, it's one thing if it's a slider running away or something like that, but that pitch right there was never going to be a strike.
A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Brett Laurie ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
On the ground to second base. 2 to second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Now batting.
Digging in, Christopher Jones. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Garcia moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
First baseman, number 5.
And guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really good performance.
Playoff contending teams are making their final push to the end of the year. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, Wei-Yin Chen twirled a dominating complete game shutout on the mound, helping the Fish get past the Giants 3-0. Looking at the standings, the Marlins sit in second place in the National League East Division. They're 2 games back. The Giants sit in second place in the National League West Division, but they currently lead the NL Wild.
And it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll come on with the runner at first, and 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Christopher Jones.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. That evens it up 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. 2-1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
2-1, here it is. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Strike three, and the potential go-ahead run left on. Ryan Presley will come on here to start the home 10th. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people.
And with 2 on and 2 away, it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter in this spot. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Mike Dunn will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Miguel Rojas will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Miguel Rojas. Now batting, catcher, Christopher Jones.
Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Trying to hold the lead. And another foul ball. He struck him out, and the tying run will be left stranded at second base. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Welcome to the show, baseball fans. Here's what's going on in the baseball world on this October morning. In Game 5 of the World Series, John Lester tossed a dominating complete game shutout, leading the Cubs to a win over the Red Sox, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year. David Price took the loss in this one despite racking up 12 punch-outs in the effort.